up at Saratoga.
You're watching Saratoga Saturday. Exclusive coverage every Saturday of the meet. Only on Past the Wire TV. You're watching Past the Wire TV.
Thank you for visiting Past the Wire TV, the YouTube channel of PastTheWire.com.
Jackie's Warrior quickly in front here by 2 lengths. Here comes Jackie's Warrior up the inside to take over the lead from Life is Good. And Jackie's Warrior remains undefeated here at Saratoga, and he wins an unprecedented Grade 1 stakes at the Spa for the 3rd straight season.
Well, hello everyone. Here we are. I took a week off. Last we spoke was the Belmont. My horse, Sierra Leone, finished 3rd. Not too bad, but we wanted a win, of course. And but we're not going to take anything away from Dornoch. He ran a great race, and so we're just going to look forward to some of these other races that are going to be coming up. You know, who knows what races they're going to show up? Are they going to meet again? We'll see. But today we are covering the Lady Jacqueline and the Ohio Derby at Thistle Downs. Probably a lot of you probably have not played that track before, and if you have, you know, it's a pretty fast track. It's warm, as you well know, everywhere else in the United States. It's warm in Ohio. It's warm here in Kentucky. So we should have a fast track. I'm going to start off with the Jacqueline, Lady Jacqueline, that is, excuse me. And we will do it right now. We're going to go to race 12. And back to Cuda, excuse me. Last time out, went wire to wire. Won, did it pretty easy. Race lens angles here. Horse won last time out as a favorite. Look at this. See, under even money. So didn't disappoint last time out. Luis Saez is the board. Going a little bit longer. Player, maybe. But for me, more of the exotics. And we'll have to see. It's off Lasix. It's been a while since she's run on Lasix. But for me, I'm going to sit back and wait. And we'll see this one. The 2, Magic Palace. Okay. This horse finished 3rd last time out against Red Hot Lass, excuse me. Got some early speed, but does it have enough? I think this horse is really going to have to pick it up in this race. This race is pretty tough. Angle is 3rd race off of a layoff, looking for improvement. 3.9. I kind of like this angle a lot. So, but other than that, I'm going to have to pass on this horse also. The 3, Dot Marie. Last 2 times out, ugly. Got beat by 15 more and 36 and more. Not good. This horse is going to have to wake up. She's off of Lasix, and the last time she was off of Lasix was one of her first maiden race. Didn't do well in that. I don't know. For me, it's a pass. Horse needs to show a lot more. They're saying she's come from behind, and they think that's a bad angle. That's a negative angle. Is horse for the course, does well at this track, has won every time. But for me, I'll pass. I think at best, you looking at some 3rd third and fourth for some exotics. Frosty O'Toole. Interesting horse. Horse has got some talent. Last time, finished fourth, only 2.5 back. Gets Kathleen O, which is, she's awesome. Horse has talent, like I said. Could keep up pretty close. Excuse me. Could keep up pretty close. And the jockey in the last 30 days is a plus 8% ROI. That's very, very good. Player, maybe. But for me, more on the exotics. But definitely a player for some of the exotics. Musical Mischief. Well, this horse has got some speed to go out to the front, sit second or third. Last 2 times just missed. Looks ready to go. Trainer is last 30 days, 22% in the win, 40% in the, with the jockey in the win column, plus 167 ROI with this jockey, Edgar Morales. And Edgar Morales rode this horse back 5 races ago and 6 races ago and won both times. So, horse jockey combo, really good. A player, a must. I think this horse is has a heck of a shot at the win. Race Lynn's Angle here, 3rd race after a layoff. Love it. Decent works. So definitely a player. Misty Vale. Last time out, terrible. 14 lengths. Wasn't even in it. But the times before that did okay and graded 2 and graded 3. So is this horse should have another chance? I think so. Remember, she's 6 years old. So I think she can handle this group. She can stay close. She's got a good kick. And the angle is the horse is a good shipping horse, wins at multiple tracks. So a player definitely for the win, definitely a must look at, definitely for the exotics. Corningstone, the 7. Last time out, 1. Did it as a favorite. That's a good thing. Look at Race Lynn's Angle. Horse won last race as a favorite. Success is 5.9. Very, very good. Can the horse handle it? Yeah. Can the horse win? Maybe. I think more on the bottom end of the exotics. But definitely a player. Can handle with the Lasix off. 3 backs. She finished 3rd. So I don't think there's much there to look at for that. So definitely a player. The 8, key to success. The key to success is have a winner, right? Have a horse that is fast and always out there. Well, here's one that could close really, really good. Has done it the last 2 times very well. Moving up in class today. Can't blame him for taking a chance. Trainer in the last 30 days, plus 38% ROI. Excellent. Race Lynn's Angles. Got a negative one here because it comes from behind. They're saying that that's a bad angle here. Horse 1 here as a favorite. You can look at it both times. Last 2 times, big favorite both times. Less than even money. Player, definitely. Especially at 20-1. You got to look at those odds. This horse is definitely a long shot play here. We'll be flying at the end. Can she catch him? I don't know, but I'm scared enough to say put her in exotics. Yankee Dollar. Ran turf the last 2 times, and this trainer from turf to dirt gets 22% in the win column. Race Lynn's Angle does well at multiple tracks. 4.3. Player, yes. For the win, I don't think so. I think more on the bottom end of the exotics at best. I would demand a little bit more on the price. 8-1, I would demand at least 12-1 personally. But definitely a one for the exotics. Red Hot Lass. She's been red hot the last 3 times. Look at that. 3 wins in a row. Can't blame them. They have to go for it here. Take a shot. See what kind of horse you have. Off Lasix. The only time we can see off Lasix, she finished 5th in a stakes race. Can we toss it? Maybe. Raceland's Angle. One last race of the favorite? Yep, definitely. All 3 was the favorite last 3 times. Horse for course? Definitely. She's been in the money 6 out of 8 tries at this track. So, winner? Doubt it. Probably more for the exotics, the bottom end? Yes. She's hot. I have to agree. Take a chance. If I was the trainer of this horse, I would take a chance here. Demand 15-1 or more. I would demand it. And let's see how, she does, She probably will show something here. But if she's got any more talent than I think she does, she might be right there at the end. We got Racelands that has another tool. They try to predict how the race is going to go, simulation. And let's see what they have for this race, the 12th. All right, first, we're going to look at the odds. The 7, true odds are 2-1. We have 7-2. Remember that 8. Remember? We talked about that 8. Long shot odds. 8-1, 18-1, excuse me. 20-1 morning line. Definitely a player. Red Hot Lass, 22 is true odds. Right now you're getting 15. I think you're going to get about 15. Anyway, this is how they see it. They see the 7 going out in front with the 10, 1, and 4 sitting, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, possibly the 5. I don't know if that to be true. I think the 7 will be out in front, but I think the 5 will be much closer. I think she'll be sitting 2nd. But you know how this is. They got to run the race. We got to see how they do it. In the middle of the race, they see the 5, where I really predict her sitting 2nd. But at the end, they say the 7 at over 30% is going to be the winner. The 5 over 19%. The 6 is 3rd with 17%. 9 is 8, and the 1 is 6. I like the 5. I like the 6. I like the 7 and the 8. I like the 5 on top, though. Demand 5-2 on the 5. I think you're going to get it. You might get it. And that'd be all right. I'll take that. So now we're going to go on to the Ohio Derby. But before we do that, everyone out there, if you have questions about handicapping, about trainers, training itself, owning, anything about owning, or if you're out want to buy a horse or how to buy a horse, like at the next sale at Keeneland, I could help you with this. I could guide you, answer your questions, or help you buy one. Shoot me an email at charles@passthewire.com, and we'll take care of that. And we're going to go on to the Ohio Derby. And in this race, it's an interesting race. Pretty decent. Transient, the number 1, finished 2nd last time out in allowance race. Not too bad. not the fastest thing in the world, and this horse doesn't close the fastest in the world. So this horse, in my opinion, is going to need to pick it up. The jockey the last 30 days plus 21% ROI. Last 10 days plus 128%. Woo! Bringing in some long shots. This one's going to be a long shot. This one's going to have to improve, though, I have to say. Can he do it? At best, exotics. So for me, I'm passing personally. Gould's Gold, number 2. This horse has got a little speed. Could sit there second or third. Last time just missed. And the Sir Barton Stakes. The hot Mr. Kenny McPeak. Last 30 days, 22% in the win. And he uses his favorite jockey, Brian Hernandez, which is the winning jockey for the Kentucky Derby. Horse has got a lot of talent. Can he do it? Yes. Is he a major player? Yes. Looks like by workouts, this horse is ready, knocking on the door, ready to go, put in a good race. I say major player for that first and second place. Look out for that horse in this race. The 3, Charleston. Another price horse that needs to really pick it up. I mean, last time out did okay, but that was in a maiden, and guess what? Still a maiden. So for me, today, you're going to have to prove to me you belong with these guys. You haven't even won a race yet. They're adding the blinkers, probably a good sign. Get him focused a little bit more. But I would put him personally, if I was the trainer, in probably a maiden allowance race, and let's see if the blinkers work. So the race lens angles are negative. Vet scratch since the last race. That's not good. Horse has lost. The horse lost last race. Positive jockey change. But for me, I'm going to sit and wait and watch. Copper Tax. We got the 4 here. Won the last 2 times out in small stakes. Can he handle the graded stakes? That's a questionable, but I personally think so. The horse has proved to me now in the last 2 times it's the now horse. They had pretty high hopes with this horse. They ran this horse in the Remsen stakes. And that one's turned out to produce a lot of winners. Dornox, Sierra Leone. There was a lot of great horses in that race. So I think give him a shot. I think this horse is ready to rock and roll. For the win, maybe. But I think more on the exotics, trifectas, supers. But the horse has definitely got talent and probably ready to rock and roll. Form is greatest stakes, outworked furlongs more than 90% of the last 30 days. Success score is 5.4. Well, they're saying the workout's been great, and let's look at that. Look at that. Bullet. But I don't care about the times. You got a mile at 144, 143. You got a 6 furlongs at 1617. Man. It's the dates. June 14th, June 8th. Hey, it's 6 days. 8th, June 8th, June 4th. 1st. 7 days. So as long as you have a decent pattern there, solid works for me. Is this horse ready? Probably. I think it's a now horse. Look out for this horse. Definitely has a shot. The 5. Uncle Heavy. I saw this horse in the Preakness. Didn't do well in the Preakness. Didn't do well in the Wood either. So does this horse have a shot? Maybe. But more for on the bottom exotics. That's as far as I'm going to take this horse. Third race off of a layoff. You know I like it. That's a great angle from race lens. But for me, bottom exotics. The 6. Disposition. One last time out. First. An allowance race. Stretching out a little bit. Two times before that, though, got vanned off. Pretty much didn't run. It's hard to sponsor this horse because in the 2 stakes races, the graded 3 with Wood and the Sir Barton the last time out didn't do much. Time before that, and the Gotham didn't do much there. So I think this horse needs easier class. For me, it's not for me in this race at all. I definitely see it being higher than 12-1. It's a closer. They're saying that's negative. I don't think the horse has got enough closing power. So, not for me. The 7, which is Who's the King? Well, John, the Pick 6 King, right? Here at Past the Wire. We have a horse here that flashes speed one race, doesn't do something next race. Yeah, inconsistent. I think they're reaching here. Broke its maiden pretty easy. Came back and a starter. Didn't do well. I think they're reaching. I think this horse is over his head. Third race after layoff here. So, not for me. Catching Freedom. Ran a good race in that Preakness. And the Derby. Ran a good race. Was right behind Sierra Leone, Forever Young, and Mystic Dan. Ran a very good race. It was one of the 4 horses that ran very good race. Time before that, won. So, horses got huge talent. Huge. Definitely will be your favorite. Definitely the horse to beat. Tough horse to beat. Cox and Luis Saez combo. Horse ships well at other tracks. 4.4 success on the angles. Tough horse here to beat. Will be a must in your picks. The 9. Batten down the hatches. Last time out. 1 wire to wire and a maiden. Mott. I'm not going to question Mott for taking a chance here because, well, he's Bill Mott, so he definitely knows what he's doing. Junior's riding. Definitely a plus. Horse looks like he's got a lot of talent. Right now, I think he's up against it a little bit. I'll wait and see how this horse does a little bit, but I think the horse has a shot at hitting the board here. So is it a play? Yeah, but I think on that bottom end of the exotics. Magatuno. Why did they name that horse like that? Anyway, this horse didn't do well last time at all. Way back, walked off the track in the Preakness. Bluegrass did okay at best. For me, I think this horse is up against it today. Horse does have a little talent, but I don't think has the talent to keep up with these. I think there's much better horses here. They're taking the blinkers off. When they had the blinkers off for its first 3 races, it did okay. So, for me, I'm going to pass on this horse. At best, it will hit the bottom part of your exotics. So there you have the Derby, the Ohio Derby, that is. And let's see what Race Lens came up with when their simulation, what they think the race is going to look like according to them. So race 13, here we go. True odds are going to be, you hit the odds button here. Well, they're saying Catch of Freedom really should be 4-5, and I totally agree with that. The horse really should be 4-5, and the horse is probably going to be less than 4-5. The horse is tough. The horse is going to be tough to beat. They see this horse out in front early. They see the 2, 5, 9 sitting, second, third, and fourth. I agree with all that personally. And they still see it the same 4 horses up front in the middle of the race. And at the end, they still see the same 4 horses at the end. They see the 8 winning by a 55% chance of winning, the 2 at 12%, the 5 at 7%, the 9 at 7%, and the 4 at 5%. Well, people, here, I'm going to disagree with them today. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to reach for it. I'm going for a little bit of an upset, not a huge upset, a little bit. And I'm going to go with that 2 horse in that race to upset the 8. So here we go. In the Jacqueline, the 12th race, my horses are the 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to have a $20 exacta, 5 over the 6. Then I'm going to do a trifecta, the 5 and the 6. And remember, whenever I say 5 and 6, that means it's going to go in the second and third spot also. But I'm going to toss in that second spot, the 7 and 8 now. The 8 might be a good price horse, a nice little long shot. Look out for that 8. And then in that third spot, all 4 of those horses again, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But I'm going to toss in the 4 and 9, try to get a little bit more of a price in that bottom part to hit that try. But I really think, personally, it's between the 5 and the 6. And then I'm going to do a $10 double. I'm going to take the 5 and the 6, and I'm going to go with that 2. I'm going for a little bit of an upset in the Ohio. My picks are 2, 8, 4, and 9. I'm going to have a 50 win on that 2, and I'm going to go a $20 exacta with a 2 over the 8. Definitely, I'm going for it. The 8 is the horse to beat, definitely, but not for me. I'm going with that 2. Hopefully I could get 4 to 5 to 1, and I'll take that every day. I want to thank everybody at Racelins for the show. They have great tools. Sign up for it. You can get the form. They have all those the tools of how they predict the race to come out. All the angles. You could even put in your own angles. And like I said, if you have any questions, please shoot me an email about anything. And let's go out there and get some winners this weekend. And everyone try to stay cool, because remember, we're having a hot wave here in Kentucky and everywhere else. So until then, see ya.
Meany, a top 10 first crop sire in 2023, standing at McMahon of Saratoga. 14 first crop winners, including My Shady Lady, winner of the $500,000 New York Stallion Series 5th Avenue Stakes, Grade 2 winner, Winstock, and Stakes winner, Solo Shot. Solo Meany, the 7th leading freshman sire and the only top 10 freshman sire with a Grade 1 or Grade 2 winner. He sired a $700,000 2-year-old at the OBS April sale. His juveniles sold for nearly 6 figures on average, more than 12 times the stud fee. Solo Meany, a controversial DQ from being a Grade 1 winner by 2-time Horse of the Year Curlin, standing at McMahon of Saratoga Thoroughbreds.
Nobody does it better.